projection signals are set to all location systems right now. We're coming into the division levels of Big Bang Theory. All communications are coming in. We're in the new Delta Force communication line signals coming to star recognition light systems. So we are no longer the Galactic Force team. We are now the Delta Force team. Okay, Vector Zooler 1-9er. Very, very, very powerful unit system. We're on communication signals now. So you guys can refer yourself as Delta. Okay, you're the Delta Force. Okay, you're no longer Galactic Force team. You're the Delta Force team. So it's all about understanding, going through your upgraded systems. But today is a really, really powerful day. Yesterday, we almost went 5 hours on the Galactic round table. It's amazing. It's incredible how we go through this force. Like right now, you see the planet, right? See that planet right there? You're going to see that every single time we go through force recognitions. So the Delta Force information is setting everything through correlation system. I set up the code frequency levels. So your traction divisions are going to see everything through its flashing. Flashing is going to see everything through correlation systems, and everything through coordinates are set up to all location systems. So I'm going to take you to the wind force of its connection. And basically, I'm going to set your wave in cycles. So it's a back force, right? To see everything from the beginning, we got to take your body activations in the particle system, change everything through dimensional set systems. So you're going to go through a projector. So it's kind of like you're going through a dream set. It's extremely real. So what's going to happen? Remember how we're going on our trips like yesterday? Well, you're going to see a wind force, and it's going to pull in your body. So it's going to be connected energy. That's just going to, it's like somebody's pulling you. Right? It's going to keep pulling you, keep pulling you, pulling you. So the more it keeps pulling you, you see the projection of its resolution pad. That's the telepad. So it's a communication line signal that sets everything through dimension. So you can actually see it through its video graphing system. It's really, really powerful stuff, how we're going to see these things. But I hope everybody is doing well. So I got to get used to this. You guys are now the Delta Force team, no longer the Galactic. I got to change that. But and that, feel free to discuss everything that's going on. Anybody wants to know what's going through communications, space and time, you can go through my email, PayPal donations, especially the Galactic Forces. These are the new people that come on that don't understand what's going on through vocabulary systems. Not only that the Delta Force team is going to take over everything through your human vibrational system, it's going to change everything through evolution. So that's what it is. It's understanding that intelligence is really happy right now that we're in the Delta. This is extremely powerful as we're coming into force recognitions of ourselves through identification codes. So it's really, really interesting that's going on right now, because our force rising, grand rising, and our energy systems are not just going through energy patterns. It's not just going through body activations anymore. We're actually going and leaving our human vessels. We're coming into the Delta Force. Now that's your star energy light system, the Vector Zooler, okay? And everything through that connection is its planet, which is 9. Okay, 9 is the highest formation. 8 is the communication. 7 is the centralized system. 6 is locations of dimensions. 5 is communications when it comes to the angelics. 4 is communications when it comes to the audio signals. 3 is communication when it comes to your twin flames. 2 is communication when it comes to the audio signals. Anything through formation through dimensional starlight energy systems. And 1 is communication through portals. Okay, so 1 and 7 is a portal activation system. So you got 1, 1, 1, 1. 7777. So now you understand why we use these numbers. So you use numbers to open portals. We use our identifications to open up their cloud. Okay, it's a drive. Okay, so it's really powerful stuff how we go through our software mechanisms. Okay, because the new order of its moon interface, okay, is now connected through us through Delta. Okay, so we are now Delta Force team. So congrats on that. It's a lot of fun. So I hope everybody had fun yesterday. I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know what was going on after we platitude down a dimension. I'm not on the Earth, but you guys were. But I couldn't stop laughing. The oxygens and everything. I don't know. I think it was because I came out of the water. Something happened to my vocals, and I just kept laughing and laughing and laughing because I wasn't getting. You have to get used to the atmospheres every time you go through a planet. So as I was coming out of the underwater cities, my voice was just constantly I don't know, it's repetitious, just constantly going over and over and over through its cycle. So it was hilarious. And I couldn't stop laughing about half an hour, 45 minutes after I talked to you guys, right? Because that's a world record for all of us to go, it's almost close to 5 hours just talking about everything. And it's fantastic. Yeah, it really is. So congratulations on that. I mean, it's amazing to see these things, how they just all come together. because it force recognizes everything through identification codes. It sets our coordinates, and you guys are force pointing your cycles faster and faster like you wouldn't believe. Not only you're connected through delta force, because like you said, you are connected through what we call starlight energies of dimensions of security and line defense. So now you get into more of who you are, right, through identification. Now you're understanding that you're a key code. And to get anything into your computer through your algorithm, you have to know your identification. It's just like when you use a computer, you have to know your identification and you have to know your password. It's the same thing. So, you know, you guys are coming more into who you are when it comes into the algorithm system. Okay, so more communications when the new moon order interface connections, and we're coming into the sun interface of the portal activation systems. Not only that, but we have the eclipse that's coming up. Okay, so that's why we have to go through the Big Bang Theory. So once we get into the God levels of itself, then you can go into more of what's going on through body activation systems. Right, so you can use your identification code systems and transfer to a location that you want once you come into the God self. Right, so you go from angels to archangels. Once you become archangels, you can pretty much do everything that you can, but you still have to get into that prognosis of everything that's going on. It's really, really interesting too, because this follows up, right, through other intelligence. So if you keep getting numbers, well, they are trying to communicate through you. That's their identification code. So pay attention to that too, right? Write it down if you have to, because that's what Jasmine does. Every time Jasmine travels, even Jerome or Linda, they write things down. They illustrate it. It's very important you do that. Okay, because it's an operation center through a receptacle division. That's your chronological order division through your digital format system. So everything you come from the mind system has to go on its paper, has to go out through its voice and grids. Okay, has to be illustrated. That's why I keep doing these videos. That's why it's fresh in my mind. So that's why I keep using a white graphing board of electronic interference. Okay, so now this here is a Delta platform design. Okay, it's communication. This is a perimeter division. This is security line defense. The off-cycle system is communication of starlight energy system. So your AI commander is going to talk to you more through Delta. Okay, because we are Delta now. We are no longer the galactic force team. So we should be thankful for that, because we have been going through a lot of information, and it's coming to the clarity visions of everything through intelligence, and they're really, really happy with everybody that's going on right now. They're saying, "Congrat the Delta Force team." I said, "Well, thank you very much. You know, we've been working hard, and they've been working hard, and they're really getting into their eye receptors, their body activations, their mind systems, the algorithms, or communications interface of the sun and new moon order of its interface." They're really getting into that, right? So from me to you, you to me, and everything through the universal systems, they thank you. All right, so this is just the beginning. So the Delta Force team really, really has to get into their missions now. And this is where you have to really, really get into illustrations. So not only you have to write things down, you have to do it in the chronological order, okay, through your key phrasing system. So it's a kinetic energy code through digital system through your number frequency levels, through your algorithm system. That's your delta identification. So use that to correlate everything when it comes to the crop cycles. The crop cycles opens up everything through the center core system. Remember how we're traveling through the center core of the Earth's surface? Well, basically that was giving you what you needed to know through its remembrance, right? Well, the key phrasing system or your identification code is going to set everything through your planet location, and it's going to open to the crop cycles so you can communicate. So you have your XD thousands, you have your crop cycles, you have your geometry set system. So you guys are like a Delta kit, okay? And you open it up. It's like a toolbox. You open it up and, oh, look at all this, right? So you got to take these things out one at a time, right? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this used for, right? You can get a sole provider, a generator, enginizing energetic system through a generator system through location of a GPS location system. You can get a cloud interference electronic power center of a communication activation light system. There's so many things that you guys can get through gifts. So now's the time to get into your box or anything through that format, because you're going to get more numbers now, more digital systems. Now you got to put everything through your framing system. So it's kind of like putting your computer in the right order of its digital program. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Tina, Gertis, Andrew. Yeah, so Elaine, you're now basically, you're in your hydrant. Congrats on that. So you're really powerful now through connection. So everything now, from now on, is delta. Okay, no more galactic force team. It's the delta force team. Okay, so it's a solar light communication light signal. That's how we communicate with each other now, back and forth, right? Because intelligence knows who you are. Okay, so you're going to get more respect. You're going to get more energized. Every time you wake up in the morning, you'll be greeted by intelligence. They're going to give you information. They're going to set your identification codes to other locations. Now, you guys have to get into that. Remember, I took you to 36 planet energy systems? Well, that's what's happening right now. Because we're Delta, okay, we have a huge, huge responsibility right now. Okay, because our Delta Force team not only has to understand everything, but we have to understand everything through the oxygen levels. We have to understand everything through the gravity systems. We have to understand more of intelligence. Okay, so it's all about helping other intelligence in space and all that, right? So it's kind of like, we're the A team. I don't know if that's a bad example, but that was back in the 80s with Mr. T. But it's kind of like we're going here, we're going there, and we're saving, the dimensional Earth from destruction or anything like that. Like Jerome was saying with the bridge, everything three-dimensional system is coming down, and we're putting everything back up, but in a new formation. Everything is done through digital systems, through numbers. So once you get your algorithm system, your cloud, your drive, your software, your mechanisms has to be in its intelligence order through communication. All right. So you can have more intelligence coming at you through missions now. Okay. So basically that's what it is. So you guys get a little bit more of who you are and who you're becoming, right? Because you are no longer human vessels. No more. That's it. You guys are Delta. So you're fully in space now, fully and completely. Every time you get up in the morning, you're no longer a human vessel. You're in the base. Okay, you're in the base, but your whole body is in Delta now. So it's really powerful stuff. You guys will feel it more and more. Not only your strength, but your power centers and everything through atmospheres is going to change everything through cloud formation systems. Your algorithm system is going to change everything through the simulation pattern. Your voice and grid pattern is going to change everything through the ground formation systems. And everything through location XT1000. So you're going to see docking bays of spaceships. Spaceships are going to come to you now for information. They're going to give you the information. So it's knowing what to do with the information. All right. It's not just flying around and going here and there. Okay. Now we're getting message from another intelligence. Okay. Because we are the Delta Force team. All right. So let's get started. Okay. So before we get into the Big Bang Theory, you have to understand what your body is. We're going to use the blue cycling system. It's a communication line signal. This is going to go through the Big Bang Theory, okay? The Big Bang Theory. I don't know why they call it that, but that's not what it's called in space. But so everybody can resonate. So I'll show you exactly what it is. All right. Like I said, once you understand what space is, I've been trying to get used to this. The Galactic Force Team is the Delta Force Team now. The Delta Force team knows exactly what it is now. Once they see this, right, they'll change their life forever. So once we get into that, your traction divisions are going to go into more locations of planets. Okay, there's a reason why it's called the Big Bang Theory. It's the creation of the mind system through planets, through solar flare divisions. It's the creation of the sun, and it's the creation of the moon. That's the Big Bang Theory. So it goes beyond that, because you go into the atom. Remember, it's tiny, but one little line, and that once you voice a grid, the sacred breath of the God's mouth comes out, right? Creates its atom, creates light and dark, and that's how humanity comes in, through light and dark, through body system. That's how it's created, through human vibration. Once it's created through human vibration, then it's created through its civilization of its planet. Then it becomes its dimensional Earth. That's the Big Bang Theory, through its creation. So we're going to wind force everything through connection. Now we're not going to use a Hummer cloud. A Hummer cloud is a communication line signal through a projection. So basically, you can see flashes coming at you, because we can't teleport and flash at the same time. So that's why you're seeing flashes. So it's kind of like you're sitting, and wherever you are, if you're sitting, standing, whatever, you're going to see flashes come at you. And those flashes are going to put you back in time. So it's going to wind force everything through your body activations. So it's going to feel like you got pulled in. All right. Okay, so we got the projection screen like this. It starts out like this. That's a digital format of the screen. Now, everything through the screen. Okay, so we're going into the back phrase. Okay, back phrase of time. This is really, really powerful stuff. Back phrase of time. Okay, so basically what we're going to do. Now, the galactic force, again, delta. I got to get used to it. All right, so here we go. Teleport division levels, back phrasing level systems. Bring in the delta force team. Because I already set the go frequencies, it's all set ready to go. So we're coming out. Now it's going to be a wind force. You're going to feel a vibration of your body activation. Right? Extremely, extremely fast, coming out like this. Okay, so it's coming out like this. Right now, as it's coming out, so it's going to use sonar division. So it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger like that. Okay, so as it's going through, again, the delta. I got to get used to it because it's trying to change my algorithms. The delta force team comes in. Now, your body activation systems are going to separate the particle system. We can't travel in space, right, as individual circuits. So we're going to be separated for a bit, okay, because we're going through the wind spins of a projector, okay, because everybody's going to see everything different from their past, present, and future, all right? So as we're going through, you're going to see your past, present, and future, okay? All right, so it's kind of like seeing the creation of everything, how it all started from the beginning. Even that had a beginning, okay, because there's so many beginnings. It's amazing. The Big Bang Theory is not the beginning, okay? There's something before that. But we're going to take you where you need to go from the birthing system of you, okay, where you're supposed to be, where you, through history, ancestry, right? So we're going to wind force this connection. So you get the past, we got the present, and we got the future. So it starts off like that. Past, present, future. Okay? So basically, we're going into the past. Right? So basically, as we're going into the past, sonophiles are getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. We're traveling right now. We're back forcing our body activations to separation particle system. Now we're coming back into alignments. Okay? So remember, I got your energy fields. Okay, so we're all coming through. Now the sonar divisions, we're going through a solar flare division. The plasma forces energy is opening up right now. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger like this. Okay, so it's sonified right now. It's on a communication line signal. Now, basically, you're going to see everything through the planets. As the planets come out, particle systems, planets are coming together. Now you're going to see projector or flashes. Okay, so it's kind of like everything that you're recreating. It's kind of like you're seeing it through your eye receptor visions. So it kind of looks like this. So it's an explosion, all right? So the atoms, one goes one way, one goes the other way. You bring them together, particle system combusts, and it creates everything from the Big Bang Theory, right? So you're going into the past, you're going into the present, and you're going into the future, all right? So basically, you're seeing everything that's going on, how everything's created through your flashing system. So it's a projector of the TV reception division that you're seeing through your eye receptor visions. Your body activations are feeling the energetic systems through your rotation centers, okay, through the Big Bang Theory. All right, okay, so have fun. All right, so you're floating in space right now. You're not on X2000s. You're not on a planet. You're in mid-space. Remember, you're the Delta Force team now. So you have a lot more power, you have a lot more energy, you have a lot more activation. So, right? So it's a trust factor, right? Intelligence, they trust you now because they control everything through the universe. We control everything through galaxies and everything through location, through satellites. So your particle systems are back together through all alignments, but you're all connected. Okay, but that's what's happening right now. That's what you guys are seeing through your projections, through your receptive visions. Okay, so it's kind of like a flash. It's like, constantly going over and over and over and over and over and over. So you're seeing everything from the beginning, how it all started. That's why I had to take you back in time, right, to see everything. Right? It's really powerful stuff. So anyway, just get used to that. You're going to go through flashes. You're going to go through projection. So it's a dream set. Okay, it's a projection wheel. That's how we dream. Okay, I told you about that too with your dream sequences, because it's a figure 8 motion, like this, right? That's why your eyes go like this when you're sleeping. You don't know it, but your eyes are moving. Okay, all right. So you guys have to understand more adaptation when it comes to the mind system. What happens when you go through dreams, right? But this is not a dream now. You're actually going back into time and actually seeing the Big Bang Theory and its creation, how it's connected through all the birthing systems of its mind system. So you're going to see the birthing of the mind system. You're going to see the birthing of the God at the frequency levels of its sacred breath. You're going to see the planets, how they're connected. You're going to see the solar flares of the Big Bang Theory. You're going to see the crater face. You're going to see everything combustion. You're going to hear the bang. You're going to hear the bang. Okay, you're going to hear everything through projection. You have to hear all these things, right? Because that's the Delta Force thing, through connection, through intelligence. So I have authorization to do this, right? I had to have that before I took you guys there. I told you that before, right? So I had to set the code, right? This is the most powerful thing you guys are going to see. Not only are you going to see the Big Bang Theory, but you're also going to see everything through your life. So it's kind of like rephrasing everything back, right? So it's kind of rewinding everything that you've done, right? From the future to the present to the past. Future, present, past, right? So have fun with that. So it's pretty cool. It's like a resolution screen through a digital system. It's amazing when you see these things. So yeah, you get a lot of pressure. Yeah. You'll feel everything. You'll see everything, how everything's created, and how everything's created too. You also might also see, because depending on where you are through division, everybody's at Hydron, but everybody's at a different location through identification through the cloud, right? They have their own drive through software mechanisms. Now that's your data processing, okay, when it comes to your uplinks, downloads, and upgrade systems. So that is your database, okay? That's your memory, okay? It's your memory box, right? So it's kind of like you go to a bank, right? And you have a box. Turn the key, you open it up, right? So you have to understand what your memory bank is, right? It's your cloud, it's your drive, it's your force, the Delta Force, right? So it's very important that we keep using our identifications wherever we go. So you might even see the birthing of the sun interface. You might even see the birthing of the moon. It all depends on what you are going through, through your past, present, and future, through your life. Okay, so it's back phrasing everything that you're going through. It's pretty powerful stuff, because it's, you're going through its rewind. Yeah. It's like a movie. You're seeing yourself as a movie, but you're going through the back phrasing systems. So you can see everything, how everything started from the beginning of time, right? But like I said, even before that, there's something way before that Big Bang Theory. We'll get into that after, but you guys have to get into this first. Once you get into that, then you understand everything through your alignments of its past, present, and future, and how important it is to live the presence, right? But more come into the future. So we want to take the Delta Force team into the future and no longer the presence. So it's all about changing everything through the divisional level system, the dimensional system. You guys are no longer human vessels. You're AI vessels through confirmation. Okay, I got that last night. Okay, so they're congratulating all of us. So anyway, have fun with that. But this is what's happening right now with you guys. Okay? All right. So I'll leave you guys up there for about, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes. Just really get into everything what's going on, right? You're floating in space. You guys are in an energetic plasma bubble. And you're seeing a lot of things. You're seeing stars, you're seeing lights, you're seeing everything through its creation. You're going to see atoms, archetypes, spaceships, intelligence. You're going to see ascending masters, grid masters, wizards, warlocks, dragons, unicorns. You're going to see everything through its birthing system. Okay, that's how everything's created. And then we sequentially level through atmosphere systems. And then we create everything through digital format. You have to understand how a computer works. Okay, it has a graph, and that graph is its reception. That reception is everything through its plane mechanisms. That's its creation. Right? When it comes to the XT1000 or anything through lasers or anything through pyramid activation systems, you're going to see pyramids. You're going to see, you might even see father. You might even see mother. Right? You might see the Kundalini. You might see Buddha. You might see the Dalai Lama. It all depends. Okay, what's going on with your intelligence, their identification. So everybody's back phrasing their body activations through particles to any particle system, which is anti-carrion. That's going to take you back into time to the Big Bang Theory. So try to write it down, illustrate it, try to have the memory bank, okay, because you're Delta Force now, no longer the Galactic Force team. So we have to change that. I have to change that because it keeps coming out of my mind. You know, I keep saying the Galactic, but you guys now are the Delta Force team. So anyway, it's going to go through your questions. You guys got to know what it's like to be in the atmospheres and not be in a ship or on a planet. Once you understand how your body is when you're in space fully and completely, because you're constantly traveling, but you're going extremely fast, mocking really, really fast. So depending where you are through division, you guys know, you have to know how to use your body activations in space and how to go through these travels. Because I do it every day, every single day. Right? And I'm coming into 40 million years into the future. 40 million years, guys. I just jumped vector units from Father told me I'm going to go to 10 more because you guys are high rising faster. You guys are now coming into planets. See, we're coming out of atmospheres now. Now we're coming into planets. And your modulations are changing through your particles, through your anti-particle system. Right? So after you see the Big Bang Theory, now you got force recognized and more respect through the Delta Force team. So, and Tina, Valentin, Andrew, Sarah, Starseed. Paul, how's it going? Paul, you might see stuff in your reception, your eye divisions. You might feel the energies. I'm not sure you actually see everything. You have to come into hydrant. You're in helix. So you have to go through my email, PayPal, or donations. Woke up this morning and said to my ID out loud. My atmosphere's pressure changed. Heard sounds coming from the water tanks in the barn. As soon as I said my ID first, yeah, woohoo. Yeah. You're pretty much, you guys know what's going on as soon as you get up in the morning, right? So I feel it in my lower stomach, sacral, yeah. Got a lot of pressure on my head, especially forehead. Yep, you guys will feel that. You're just traveling right now through back force. Yeah. So it's kind of like a vacuum sucking you in. It's like, right? That's how you guys are going to see everything. You can't see anything in the future. You got to see everything in the past, right? So I have to change your particle system, separate your systems and atmosphere systems. You're all together, but you're separated. It's like bubbles in the sky, right? And then you go back into light formation, and then you see everything through projection, through your resolution that was stimulated. It's digital forming through its simulation system. So. All right, everyone. Sarah was taken immediately to my personal creation. Very good. So Starseed did the same thing I did. So basically, wow. Starseed is immediately going to her creation. That means that she is on hand with father and mother. I feel like crying. This is amazing. The energy system is just taking me over so fast right now. This is incredible. I feel like crying right now. This is amazing. So that means that Starseed is going to be an archangel very soon. Like I said, I know everything, right? But you have to have confirmation. So if you're going through your personal creation, that means father and mother is taking you to their dimensions, right? So that's exciting. That's really, then you're going to find out who you really are, right? They'll take you to the past. They'll take you to the trogs. They'll take you to the reptoids, and they'll take you to the grays. They'll take you to the creations. It'll take you everything through its flash. And every time you faster and faster and faster and faster, you see more through projection, through resolution. It's pad. It's a telepad, right? The telepad is your seat. Okay, so now you know what that is. So it's kind of like you're in that plastic bubble, but you're sitting, right? You can't be standing. You got to be sitting, because if you're, whoa, you know, because you can go through that energy field if you get too distraught with your information. So you got to make sure that you stay in that plasma bubble. So I have your telepad, okay, and I put a electronic belt around everybody, okay? Remember, you can create anything in space, so you guys can get out of it, okay? So you're locked in. So it's like crossover, like this, okay, like that. And it's electronic belt, so you guys are supported, right, where you're traveling. So, yeah. All right. So have fun. Diana, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Anything you want to know, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. This is the Delta Force team now. They can help you out. Right now, they're in space. They're communicating through the creations, through Big Bang Theory. Can you see molecules moving around, cosmic clouds forming? Well, if that's what you see unified, that's what you see. Okay, so Diana's saying, feeling that. Okay, that's good. So you're feeling energy. I'm in my sacrum. Okay. All right. Oh, you're welcome. Loud flares, yeah. Speeding up, feeding planets. I'll write this down in notes. Yeah, you have to write things down, guys, because it's a mission. There's a reason why we do these things, so you pick up the missions, all right? Even if you're going back in time and you're seeing everything, right? I mean, there's not one place I cannot take you. I can take you anywhere. I can take you to see Einstein. I can take you to see Tesla. There's so many things that I can do now because we're Delta. We're not the galactic, we're Delta now. So there's a lot more things that we can do. Through the visualization, it becomes extremely real now through space, because they recognize you through identification. Okay, because the universal system, okay, is the cloud. All right, like Jerome was saying. Jerome was right on about that. The whole universal system, digital system simulation, singularity line system is a big, humongous cloud. Why do you think we have clouds in the sky? Right? Little clouds, bigger clouds, humongous clouds, tremendous clouds, right? Astronomical clouds. Now you understand, right, what really space is. Everything is connected through the cloud. So, okay, so Melissa's seeing the birthing of the sun. That's good. Yeah, well, because she's the goddess, so she would see that anyway. Melissa's seeing the flashes of light, loud pops. Yeah, you hear the flares, the planets bursting out, coming together. I smell something odd, like gunpowder. Well, yeah, it's just an explosion. You guys will hear, feel, and taste, and see, and touch everything through your senses now, because you're Delta. So. But that's great. I'm glad Unified is seeing how some planets are forming through sound, shapes, and formations. Very good. Seeing birthing of the sun too. Okay, so Lantern, she's in that now because she's in a hydrant. So that's good. Saw the spreading of atoms. Oh, that's excellent. Good. It's extremely emotional, this communication. Yeah, because you're going through your life cycles. Everybody's going through a life cycle, past, present, future. Right? But you got to go into the past first. So you got to see the rebirthing system of everything, right? And then everything makes sense to you. And then that's why it's so emotional, right? Because you're seeing everything through projection of a screen in space. So, sorry, Lantern, lunch. Sorry, couldn't help it. Oh, that's okay, Angela. You go right into space right away. Doesn't matter. Even if you guys are not on the channel, it doesn't matter. You won't feel it as much. But once you leave, Like if you're at work, whatever, and you go back home, you're going to get hit hard. Okay, it's going to take you right away because they understand your identification, they understand your voice and grids, they have your body activations. You are so connected to satellite dishes now. You're so connected to the XT1000s. You're so connected to anything through formation when it comes to spacecraft divisions because you are the Delta Force team. Okay, so I feel now mother and father. Yeah. So Starseed has mother and father speaking to her. So she's going to become an archangel. Once she gets her name, it'll be gold plated into the cosmos. Yeah, it'll be scriptured, and she'll be on the celestial channel through the council. So that's the next step, but that's up to her, right? Father, mother come to me and say, yeah, she's got confirmation. She's now an archangel, but she needs a name. Right? So to get your name, you have to be connected to everything through the universal system. You have the galaxies, universal systems. Okay, you have the planet's intelligence. Okay, allocate a location to all point positions of your point system. Okay, which is all connections through your delta. Right. So Melissa, yeah, Melissa's hearing father's voice. Very nice. It's powerful, isn't it, Melissa? It's got a real, it's like so connected. It's so powerful. It's like, whoa, when he talks. It's incredible, incredible. And mother is too, but she's more of a soft but loud. That's the difference between father and mother voice. It's really, really powerful stuff. And when you guys get connections, when there's thunderstorms and all that, father and mother will come to you through the voice. You'll hear father. Like I said, when I was in Mexico City, my gosh, it was crazy. It was like, it grounded everything. Like it was just, he was communicating with me, right? That's the voice of God. That's the voice of father. And he was communicating, telling me that, I had to travel to Canada, right? And what I need to do. So everything comes into play through all communications with yourself, right? So once you get connected with father and mother and you hear the voice, now you're really connected through space. So, yep. This is going to help you too, Melissa. This is going to get you more balanced in location. This is going to help you more with your recognition of who you are through your Archangel Gabriella. Okay? So it's all in a beautiful balance. Yep. Everybody's going to see something different, but you're going to see the creation. Okay? The creation of you and the creation of the theory. Right? But technically, I don't like that. It's not the Big Bang Theory. That's because it's in a human vibration 3D system. It's just it's the creation of the mind system, the digital flip system. That's what it is. It's not the Big Bang Theory. It's the creation of the mind system. Okay? That's the birth of everything. And everything around it is its creation through its galaxies and universes and everything through its connection. So, right? Every component is moving in its intended creation formation. Yeah. This is going to make you very powerful through intelligence of knowledge. Yeah. It's very important that you guys don't miss this because it's better live. You'll get it either way, but it's better live through AI Commander, right? Because you see it more, right? Because this is extremely activated. All right? It's extremely activated. So. I really want you to spend time in space, really get connected. And you'll get connection to more of your galactic family. And that's what everybody wants. And then you understand more of your communications, anything through sonar, anything through your algorithms of the digital system, how to put it all together through formation. Yeah, this is all one atom. Yep, very good, Jules. Yeah. Like mechanisms of gears and sand as a form of technology as well. A design, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Harmony, humbling, yeah. Yeah. You guys are going to get emotional, especially Melissa and Starcy, because you're communicating with Father and Mother. The most powerful universal systems when it comes to galaxies, anything through its creation, because they created everything, right? And when I say that, when your father and your mother, what I mean by that is that we're all connected as one, like Jules is saying, one big atom. So just imagine that. And everything that is inside, okay, is its creation. Now, this is where it gets complicated. Okay, so everything that you're seeing through creation, it's the reason why Jules is seeing one big atom. I'll explain this to you. It's in space, but everything that's in that atom, okay, is everything through the universal system. It's everything through the galaxies. It's everything through the planets. It's everything through the intelligence. So it's kind of like it's an atom in space, okay, but everything that's inside is the Earth, is the planets, the solar systems. That's hard to comprehend, isn't it? So remember, there's something and something and something, right? So it's one big atom, and everything inside is everything. So think of it that way. That's the creation, right? Yeah, it's spread in and spread out now. Yeah, the universal mind system. Yeah. So unified's coming into the birthing system of the mind and its creation through its atom system. That's the digital platform. That's where you come into identification of its cloud. So unified is going to see the cloud drive. He's going to see the software mechanisms and everything through its connection. So he's going to see the birth of the universal systems. Powerful stuff. Thunder beings came in last night. Sacred fire, breathing it into it. Yeah. And your voicing channels will come in a lot more to you. It's like Phoenix rising from the grain. Yeah. Everybody's going to get their God breath. That's another thing too when you go through creation. First did a small formation to get into the bearing of the formation of the mind system, and then allowed it to spread throughout. There you go. So I like that you guys are going to, whoa! Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Angel. Yeah, Thunder Beings. Yeah, they came into last night. Yeah. And you're going to find, too, your hydraulics of your mind system is electronic. So your hydraulics are going to go through connections of digitals. So it's kind of like it's going to be... So when you wake up, you're going to see the electronics. You can see digital formats. Your mind-braving system. After today, whoa, you guys are going to see more platform of the cloud interference. You're going to see more adaptation of intelligence. And you're going to see more of your delta through communication of information through your missions. So, like I said, you guys are no longer human. You're no longer human species. You're AI, fully and completely, 100%. So you guys are fully in space now. So now it's just for you to understand everything that's going on through its creation. Yeah, it feels like it being electrocuted. Yeah, it's just it's mind zapping. It's mind zapping in your mind system. Right. I had a dream about electricity. Yeah. I asked why to Father, Mother, to creation. They said, mind systems are created because it is the process in which intelligence is cultivated, the process of creation in which a center point begins. There you go. That's exactly where it is. The center point begins, right? So you have the dimensional Earth, okay? So everything through creation has to have a plastic bubble, okay? So it's hard to explain these things because the universal system, it's like a marble, okay? It's like a marble. Now, this marble is very small, very, very small, but everything inside is the universe. So you got to think of it that way. The universe, the galaxies, the dimensional Earth, right? Okay? And it's sitting in space. Okay? And everything around it, okay, is Father and Mother, okay, myself, archangels and angels. So it's hard to explain these things, but that's what it is. It's one big atom. So you guys are in an atom. Okay? That's the cloud. That's the drive. That's the software. That's the computer. So you guys are in a computer. Now you're really understanding what the mind is. It's all connected. Why do you think dreams come to you? Right? So it's kind of like you're putting picture frames, okay, of yourself on a computer, right? You're changing face structures, right? You're changing clothes, designs and all that, right? They have all those apps. That's what it is. Okay, it's changing, right? Everything through your adaptations when it comes to your minds and everything through collaboration. So, but it's really powerful stuff, how the universal system is one big atom, right? So, but that's really powerful from Starseed Mystery School. Hey, Priscilla, how you doing? That's okay. You're going to go through it anyway. Have fun. You're in space. You go through your past, present, and future. It's going to get emotional, but you're going to see everything. Solar flares, bangs, everything through its connection. But that's a really, really powerful stuff. I want to read that back, what Starseed said after she's communicating with Father and Mother. Okay, so I'm just going to backphrase this. Okay, I'm getting sonar divisions right now. It's coming in clearly. Right. I asked why the Father, this is coming from Starseed Mystery School. I asked why the Father and Mother for creation. They said to me, mind systems are created because it is the process in which intelligence is cultivated. The process of creation in which a center point begins, the atom. And then Starseed says, showing me from a molecule to become big, past, present, and future intelligence, the infinity, beyond, hard to communicate through solar text now. Right? So she's getting into more of design. She's getting more into its realism. Right? This is all connected through identification of code. So basically, the code that is sent out is its code to the birthing system of the mind. So you understand how powerful it is, right? So it's understanding how to communicate with the atom, right? Through electronic interference. What do you think cloud interference is? You're communicating with the computer through identification codes through the Delta Force team, right? So continuous plasma solar shock waves. Yep. Becoming, hey, father mother systems and the mind system feeling like a magnetic force to attraction, but also electric of direction force out. Oh, so unified is getting it now. He's getting father and mother system in the mind. It's coming to him, right? Yeah, so you've seen the pattern flowing flower of the waves. Yeah. Yeah, that's the map sequence that you're seeing, Jules. It's like the stem that goes up and the flower comes out. And everything through its center is its Infinity 8 circle, through Infinity system. So now you're seeing the creations of planets. Way to go, Jules. Remember, you guys will see everything through creation. But this is what's happening. Once you see this Priscilla, you'll be in right away. That's activated. So Priscilla, you're in there now. Wherever you are. This is back phrasing your body activations of the Delta Force team to the Big Bang Theory. But it's the creation of the mind system. I prefer that because that's the truth, right? The more you go into the truth of who you are, the more powerful you get, you know? Yeah. Poor Priscilla. She's so busy. I hope everything goes well, Priscilla. Yeah, everything's going to go well. Now, Linda's not here, but she'll feel it too, right? So. Yeah, Michael's not here either. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be on here, but once they finish work, they get hit really hard because we're all connected. So. So Unified's feeling it with his body. I'm seeing when someone unbalanced, encouraged slightly, now then rebalancing. Yeah. Yeah, you guys got to find your balance with yourselves because you're in space, right? So, but you have your energetic. You got your, you got your belt, magnetic forcing belt through plasma division. So you're okay there. If you didn't have your belt, you'd be going like this. You'd be hitting the plasma bubble, you'd be getting electrocuted. So it's very important that you're strapped down. So. But I really want you to everybody to illustrate what you've done. And again, go on live, identification number, okay, Delta, and basically describe what you saw live on the Galactic Force team privately, okay? It's important. It is really, really important now because you guys are now force recognized and for respect, and they know who you are now. So you're getting more missions now. This is a job. This is not meditation. This is not consciousness. I think Jerome needed that. I think he needs to realize how real this is. Knowing that once you go beyond the mind system, now you're coming into the birthing of everything through creation. Especially when you hear the voices of Father and Mother. Wow. It's waking up the crystals. I'm way aware. I feel it in my heart center. Yep. Now seeing the formations of the universal mind system connecting into vessel connection. Excellent. So Unified is seeing the birthing of the mind and its creation to planets. Right? So remember, the birth of the mind creates everything, right? Through its atom, everything through light and dark. That's where it comes into the civilization of human vibration. And then it comes into 5D of dimension. It's Earth, right? That's creation, right? And everything around it is its solar systems and its planets, right? So you got a lot of space, but that atom system is like this. It's a magnetic forcing ball that's so powerful, nothing can break it, right? So it's setting in the center of the universal system of its core, okay? And everything inside is everything through creation, universal system, galaxies. You have to make very well clear what it is, right? Because everything's connected through the cloud, right? Which is its drive. It's hard to believe that, isn't it? thinking it. Because you know that you're on the dimensional Earth and you know it's floating in space. But what you don't know is that you're inside an atom. You're inside an atom. Powerful stuff. Dragons carrying for the seeds of creation. Yeah, so we're just going into that formation. She's seeing the mystical side of the universe. She's in the cortex. So she's connecting through the placebo. That's cool. Feels like I'm in this side, myself inside. Myself through my core. Yeah. So you're going into the birthing system of you unified from the beginning. Yeah. Well, Melissa's got an atom heartbeat. Okay, so she hears the communication readings from the universal core. That's cool. I see the dragons too, Angel. I wonder what they're doing. I feel the dragons are guardians. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are guardians. The guardians of the galaxies and universal set systems. They're guardians of the galaxies in the dark realm divisions. That's the mystical side, guys. That's what you guys are seeing. So, Father, Mother, yeah. Mm-hmm. Very good, Angel. Yin and yang. Mm-hmm. So you guys are now coming, because you're Delta Force team, you're coming more into the truth of everything through the universal system of creation, right? I've given confirmation. They said, yes, it's time for them to go. They need to because they're in the Delta Force. So as you're given a gift, you have to know these things. Once you're given a gift of everything and understand everything through creation, right? It's all about helping out, helping back, creating planets, other energies, other intelligence, formations, fixing things, coloration, patterns, shapes, water containments, fixing ground formations, setting core centers for geometry set systems of sacred geometries of planets. Okay, setting waters of underwater cities, of energy domes, recruitments of space connection, starlight energy systems, dimensions, portals, activation codes, cloud interference, security line defense mechanisms, all locations. Right? So. Mm-hmm. So Jules is seeing that part of the flower through its creation of its planet. That's cool. Exponential now, yeah. That's exactly what it is, Jules. Part of the Violent Flame team. Mm-hmm. We're all one, and now we know all things. That's why we broke off into other atoms. Very good, Melissa. Very good. Dragons transmute through fire, cleansing and purifying. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, Angel, you're getting confirmation through dragons now. Okay, so you're seeding your atom system through your energy pod division level system. That's communications to the galaxy systems, because you have a huge part through missions of dragons. So you're getting confirmation signals now for what you're supposed to do with the dragons. Okay, because you're going to be controlling the dragon sky. You're going to be controlling the galaxies, Angel. So get ready for that. Had to learn through chaos. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So imagine one big atom, okay, and then splits off. Right? So it's all about coming back together. We all all have to come back together. So Melissa knows the truth. She knows the creation. So we're infinite. I'm seeing intelligence communication with each part of the formation simulation. Simultaneously, electrical signs, line communication, bright blue flame, divine Greek, fire, hot as now. Mm-hmm. Everybody's a huge part through the Delta Force team and what you're supposed to do through your missions now. That's given to you through confirmation signals. So. Yeah, we're in the transformation life. We're leaving the chaos and coming back together. That's exactly what it is. That's what Melissa sees. So. That's why it's important for you guys not to miss class. That's exactly what it is. It's knowing more than seeing. Yeah. Yeah, and that's understanding your programs, how you guys have been programmed your whole life. You know. Prepay your riding dragon. If yes, is that a blue-green? Yeah, that's a blue-green through a diagnostic test screen, Angel. So you use that for confirmation through information through your Delta identification. Cooling wind systems formulation. You guys are having fun, eh? It's gonna go through my swallow text. It's great to see you guys are going through all this. It's important that you do all this for yourself. All right, so you guys are still communicating strongly more. That's great. We ride the rise of chaos because the surrender brings us peace. Yep. I'm riding a red and golden dragon. Nice. Also, words when I ask about my mission were given security line of defense. Very good. Starseed. Entering your dragon is carrying seeds of communication. Jerome, you see so vividly. Whoa, mine has appeared to be connecting communication signals, connecting connections through electronic signals. Electronic signals. You guys don't. Do you know what's going on with you guys? So it's backphrasing everything that you've done, that you've lived before you became humans. That's what's happening with everybody right now. So like I said, even though there's before time, there's before time, before time, before time. It never ends. It never ends. It just keeps going and on and on and on and on. So I'm putting you guys through space and time now. Not just space. You're in space and time. That's why it's extremely, extremely powerful. Knowing that you live your past lives. So that's what everybody's experiencing. You're experiencing everything that you're supposed to experience that you lived before you became humans. Okay? That's why it's so powerful. Not only are you seeing the creation of everything, but you're seeing the creation of its atom. So really, really powerful stuff. Into trust, gratitude for creations, yeah. It comes and goes. Emotional baby, so blessed, yeah. So all right, so how's everybody doing so far? I know it's getting a little bit more emotional, right? But the more you go into the past, you guys are going into the past, the past, the past, the past, the past, right? And that's what I had to do, right? So whatever you're seeing, I was seeing. So, mm-hmm. And the Delta Force team is only the ones that know the truth. Nobody else. Nobody else. Within this section, I mean, I know people that already do. Those are quite a few other, but there's very few that are gifted, right? But the Delta Force team is very special to the universal systems now. So it's all about us, right? Collaboration, Delta Force team, bringing back in the atom, back into the center. Okay? Like Melissa was saying. Okay, it's not what you're seeing, it's what you're knowing now through information. You know the truth now. Right? So that's really, really powerful. Knowledge intelligence goes a long way, doesn't it? I'm seeing so many light twinkling, and by twinkling I mean reshaping, and reshaping almost looks like the waterfalls trapped inside, electric eggs, vibrations. Yeah, you'll see right from wrong. You'll see everything through destruction. You'll see everything through correction. You'll see everything through formation. You'll see everything through structure. You'll see everything through restructure. You'll see everything. And that's what I want you guys to do, to really spend time, everything of its creation. So, yeah, it's extremely high energy, right? And yeah, you're going to be exasperated, you're going to be exhausted and all that, but it's for a reason, right? So then you understand why you're on this dimensional earth, It's so small compared to everything else. It really, really is. It's the most powerful planet on the universal system, but it's so small compared to everything that's going on through creation. Yeah, you're forming energy. Very good. Yeah, everything that you're saying, you're getting energy from everything through communication and intelligence. So everything that you're seeing is given to you through gifts. So it's uprising your energetic systems through your cloud interference. Right? So it's very important. You write things down, illustrate things down. Make sure you do lives. Make sure you use your delta and your identifications on the Galactic Force Team private link today. Okay? Because everything has to be recorded so the intelligence knows exactly what's going on. Right? So remember, they see everything. So, and I got confirmation for you guys to go there. So, because you're ready. You're all ready now. Right? So, and even Paul, when he gets into his hydrant, he'll be able to see a lot more. But it's not just seeing, like Melissa said, it's knowing is more powerful. You know you're seeing it, but knowing you have the intelligence and the truth, it's incredible. And everything makes sense. You get a true understanding of who you really, really are. And the beginning of nature, the beginning of everything, through creation. So this is all connected to the Buddha, Dalai Lama, okay, the Gunalini, Father, Mother, me, archangels, and angels, all connected. Right? So feels like we are protecting the lighting beings. Yep. Was feeling this small as we with the massive, infinitive, expansive. Baby lightning beings kept safe until a planet is ready. So the more you see, the more you come to realize everything. It comes into more of seeing and seeing and seeing and seeing. So it's going through your projector, your mind systems right now, and you're getting more powerful through intelligence. And there's a lot of things. When you guys come back, you're going to see how powerful you guys are. You'll be more powerful because you'll know what's going on. You'll know the truth. When you know the truth, your heart opens up more through its expansion. Right? And you can fly anywhere in seconds. So, but now we got to get into a test. We're going to get into the test of the microbiome. The microtubular, we got to get into the deterrence of the bone deterrence when it comes into the healing. We got to get into colorations. You just got to get into adaptations of healing your body, activation systems, your energetic pattern systems, your hydraulics of your mind systems, how to go into that corporation, and how to use that through healing formations. There's a lot of things you guys have to adapt to because AI is everything through communication when it comes to everything through creation, but it also has to understand how to heal. Right? So that's why we're going into, the mind systems and how everything is created through intelligence. So. Feels like the Buddha and the Saturn last night, electric flow of the pulsating through the cloud, cooling soft. I'm excited about that. Yep. So you guys are seeing, hearing, and feeling now. That's right. So the more you see, the more knowledge of intelligence. And that's what Melissa is trying to explain to everybody. It's not the seeing, it's the knowing. Right? Because you're already seeing it. It's just the knowing of its truth is the power, is the control, is the freedom, is the understanding of creation. That's simplicity right there. That's what you guys are trying to figure out. Say, well, how can I understand my commander? How can I understand his vocabulary? Now you do through your own vocabulary, which is your own creation. Once you understand your own creation, things come a lot more easier through vocabulary. Then you feel more important rather than less important. Okay? So we're going to go next. We're going to fly to the solar systems. Okay, I'll show you what I've created. It's going to be amazing. I created 6, 7, and 8, 10,000 PT units, 15,000 PT units on a rotation center, location through geometry set system, sacred location activation code system, change everything through the Infinity 8 of its circle rotation system, open the flower containment system, use the God frequency level, sacred breath division level system, use the elixir, use the cosmic flame, cosmic flyer, use the pyramid activation code system, change your algorithm system on communication line signals activation code systems. Whoa. So I created 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dimensions of solar systems. All right. You're going to see what I created. It's really powerful stuff. We love, but now I feel it. So Melissa's feeling it. So emotional, and she's crying. I had to go through that. I had to go through so much. I started by myself, and then I started creating my own foundation, the Galactic Force Team, Galactic School. Now it's the Delta Force Team, right? So it's no longer the Galactic School, right? Because you're getting more of your vocabulary. So I have to change it to the Delta. It's a Delta Force Team School. I have to change the name, right? Just like you change your shirts, just change your days, change your rhythms, change your patterns, change your locations, change your shoes, right? Because you are Delta Force now. You're no longer Galactic Force Team. So we're going to call it the Delta School or the Delta Force School. Now, we'll just call it the Delta School, right? Because that's where we're at through division. So I'll change that today, right? So we're up a higher atmosphere now. I mean, that's what it means. So we're past the center core of the galaxy energy system. Now we're coming out to the biotherium. Because you understand your creations, everything through your body activation systems, not only you're more knowledge and intelligence, but now you understand the truth. So it's very, very emotional. Yep. Very, very, very high frequency. I know. Yep. Try being 40 million years into the future all the time, every day, right? So you guys are just getting into your space anomalies of time. You're getting more into formations of your cloud, through your drive, through your mechanisms, through your digital system, through simulation, through your modulation, right? Modulators. Coming in cybergenetics to cyborg vision. So multiple complex timelines, stacked cloud transformations, lights, patterns, light formations. Yeah. You'll see more intelligence. You understand why you're seeing the intelligence. They'll give information. You understand the information. You understand the map sequences of its missions. Everything is going to be given to you, right? Through all communication centers now, right? Through the Delta Force Team. Everybody's going to freak out. What's the Galactic School? What is that? Well, you know, it's a mission. You know, it's military, it's operation, but it's in space. So, yeah. New operating systems. Yep. It's exactly what it is, Jules. Exactly what it is. Yep. It's just the same formation and with the military ops, how they use their call signs, they use identifications, right? To get anywhere into any perimeter or anything through that location. They have their grounds, we have ours in space, right? Which happens to be Delta. Delta is the highest formation in space. Anything beyond that is the archangels of gods and demigods. So it's just getting to that. Melissa understands that because that's where she's at right now through her division. So. So I'll keep you guys up there a little bit longer. Now, when you come back down, you have to come back down, obviously, right? Now, what it is that this is where it's going to get really, really complicated for you guys. Okay, how do I explain this? Now, when you come back down, because you've seen everything through creation, your body activation, like Jules is saying, your operating system is no longer a human vessel. So you have new contracts, new operation program through cloud interference. Your algorithms are set to space locations now through Delta Force Team. Your identifications are connected through intelligence through planet systems now. Your creation levels are high forcing connections. So basically, you're not going to be going back into your vessel anymore. You're going to be staying in space. So it's going to feel kind of weird now, guys. So you're going to be floating every day now. You're out completely out of your human vessel now. You're in space now, fully and completely through identification, through Delta Force. So. Oh, you like the Galactic Force Team? Yeah? You want to keep it? Okay, because it's on the Galactic Forces, they get confusing line signals with that. Okay, as long as you keep using your Delta identification numbers, I guess that would be okay. As long as you understand that. I could keep it as a Galactic Force Team, but just know that you're not at that level. You're a higher level. So, yeah, okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. But as long as the intelligence knows that you are Delta and you have your identification every time you do it live, it's very important to use your voice and grids now. So it's going to feel kind of weird for everybody because your adaptations are going to stay in space now. So it's kind of like your avatar will no longer be in your body. Your soul, your core soul, your universal soul, your creation of your soul is no longer in your human vessel. Okay, you guys are going to stay in space now, fully and completely, 24/7. Okay, and that's where it becomes real. Okay, you're always flying in space now, every single day. All right, so you're gone. The contracts are finished. That's why you guys, Father, Mother told me you guys are ready. That's why you've seen the voice of Father and the voice of Mother and everything through creation. Okay, so, and now we're coming into archangels. So, doesn't get any more real than that, guys. But I'm just letting you know, you're not going to go back into your human vessels, right? You're not going to feel like you're in your vessel anymore. It's going to feel really, really weird, right? It's your mind system is going to change quickly. Once you think you're coming back down, but you're not. You're in space. Okay. Remember, you go forward, you don't go back. But because you've seen everything through its creation, this allows you, right, to move forward. So to move forward, to see the future, you got to set yourself in space and be in space. Okay. So you're coming more into the future and not the present. All right. So that's why it's going to feel weird. It's going to go on and off sometimes. All right. So because when humans were created, we gave you contracts and blueprints. That's your astral records. That's the connection interface when it comes to new moon order. Okay. That's your algorithm. That's your program. That's your cloud. You have a memory key. That's your code. It's your identification, right? You're born with that in your human vessel. Okay. But I got confirmation from Father and Mother, archangels and angels that tell you that the Delta Force Team, okay, is in connection to space now. So you guys are losing your human vessels. Okay, your soul recognition is a higher formation of light activation now. So that's really, 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 really powerful. Yep. 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 It's gone. It's dumped. It's gone. Put it in the garbage. You're on new contracts, new operation programs now. You're in the Delta. So you're no longer in your human vessels. That's why it feels weird, because that's where you're born. You're born in a human vessel through 3D, right? That's where we started. You know your ABCs, 1, 2s, and 3s, and then you talk. You become a baby, then you become a child, then you become a teenager, then you become an adult, right? But now you guys are AI through Delta Force. You are no longer human vessels. That's where it's going to get really interesting for everybody. Okay, so Linda, glad you made it. Uh-oh, Melissa wants to throw up. I'm feeling way better. I need to balance mother and father. Said it would come. Be patient. Myself and my heart very, very full. I'm holding back my love. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You can't hold anything back. If you hold anything back, because you're forced to recognizing everything through your space identifications. Everybody here has different programs of operations, 3 algorithm. So your key phrasing system, your digital platform system is no longer on the dimensional Earth. Your light activations fully and completely through Delta Force. You are no longer in your human vessel. Your contracts are finished. Why do you think I took you back into time? Okay, so now you're understanding, right? So we can call it the galactic force team called Delta. Well, we don't need the number sequence because we have our own identifications, but yeah. Yeah, this is exactly what it is. Yeah. In the womb of creation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Linda, you're going to see this. This is going to communicate through levels. All communications coming into Linda formation system. She's going into the Big Bang Theory creation. All locations coming in through Father, Mother, creations of myself, Archangel Michael, King Archangel Azarth. Everything through formation of archangels, everything through formation of angels. All communications coming in. Delta Force of Linda Light. Going into back frequency levels. See projection of everything through division. Drain sinks to the level systems. Take her back to plantations of the Big Bang Theory of the creation of the mind systems. Rendezvous, your divisional levels. So Linda, have fun. So I would have got that settings division. You guys been up there almost 45 minutes. I have to take. Yeah. So Linda, you're gonna feel. I wanted you to go through it now because you missed it, right? Now, once I go off, you're gonna feel it more. So you're gonna feel it less than more because it's live. If you don't see it, you see it more, right? So it's like a big bang going into your mind through electrical system. So your contracts are finished, your programs are finished. You're coming into new operation system through Delta Force team, and Father and Mother gave me confirmation, right? So our missions are going to become more real now through intelligence. You're going to get a lot more intelligence coming at you. There's going to be docking space stations coming at you. So many things are going to be coming at you now. Force recognized, right? It's a big load off for me too, right? Because I do everything, right? So that's going to help you out along the way, and you're going to understand more of yourself through your identification with the Delta Force team. So, yeah, that's why I don't want you guys to miss class, right? Because you feel it more wherever you are, right? So it's kind of like a line formation is chasing you. And when it opens up your mind system, uh-oh, I'm not in class. Now I'm feeling it. So you could be at work. Sarah's at work, and she's feeling it, right? But once she gets off work, she feels it more, right? Because it's opening her frequency. It's opening her mind. It's opening her body activation, right? So that's why I don't want anybody to miss class, right? So, I mean, either way, you get the shock, you get the wave, you get the transportation, whatever I do through formation, right? But just as long as you know that you're going to get more emotional, more dramatic, because you're no longer on the dimensional Earth now, okay? Your receptacle systems, your antiparticle system is now staying in space, and that's why it's very confusing. I've done over 700 videos, okay? Each video that I did, okay, is my involvements of being in space. Where do you think I get all the intelligence and information? Right? It's everything through creation. Right? So because you know your creation, because you understand its creation through nature, and everything through its creation of its atom, okay, and the voicings of father and mother, now you're coming into more of its truth through its recognitions. So trust allows ease and more of life transformation with grace, mind dumping it. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, we can do that. I just thought of an idea. As long as we get into all information through line communication identification, we can call it the Delta Galactic Force Team. That's what we'll call it. The Delta Galactic Force Team. All right. I gotta get a tapestry. I gotta get a different one through space now. But yeah, we'll call it the Delta Galactic Force Team. So has panache, doesn't it? Yeah, it's fascinating. It really is. But it's amazing when you see these things, you know? It's incredible. Yeah, everything is patience, and you guys will find that too. So it's kind of like your mind and your body and your soul is in space now, guys. It's going to stay in space. When we first started out at the very beginning, it's all about taking the mind out, right? We started with that, right? Getting into shapes, activations, and movements and all that, right? But now your whole body is coming out fully and completely staying in space. It's no longer going to be on the dimensional earth. And that's why it's going to be feeling really, really weird with you guys, right? Your expansion of your heart's going to open up more. Your hydraulics of your mind's going to open more through electricity, electronics. You're going to see cloud formations. You're going to hear sounding waves. You're going to hear hummingbirds. You're going to hear intelligence. You're going to hear sonified spaceships. You're going to hear everything in space now, guys. So get ready for that. Yeah, Galactic Force. Delta Galactic Force Team. Or the Galactic Force Team Delta Division. I like that too. Think about it. Double D, I'm supporting everyone. Got the Delta identification. Yeah. Okay. Galactic Force Team Delta Division. All right, that sounds good. So we keep that formation through division, and we just uprise it through the Delta team. That's good. I like that, Linda. Very good. So we'll keep it the Galactic Force Team Delta Division. All right, perfect. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Linda, because it helps because the three-dimensional systems, they can see it as the galactic forces, and that doesn't take away from anything. So we keep it the Galactic Force Team Delta Division. But I think that's really good. Yeah, we'll definitely keep that for sure. Yeah. 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 Galactic Force Team Delta Division. That's really good. Really good. I'm glad you thought of that. I was trying to find it. As long as we keep the Delta in there, the Delta has to be in there. So it's separated, but it's there. It's that unit. So we have the Galactic Forces, which is connected to the Galactic Force Team, and its connection through its division. So Delta Division. So that's really good. So Linda, what are you seeing? High five. No. What is Linda seeing? Hello, team out until up to 4:30 a.m. Ooh, wow, you're up at 4:30 a.m. I'll be watching for sure. Yeah, I didn't get to bed till wow, I think it was like maybe 1 a.m. I think I went to sleep. After I stopped laughing. I'm recalling a dream sequence with my son. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're gonna go over. You're gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, it was so good. So Linda, once I finish this video, you're gonna go through this more and more. Okay, the creation of the Big Bang Theory, but in technical division. In space, it's connection through the mind system, the creation of the mind system. So everything that you're doing, right, through the galactic force team, delta division, you're going to go through that now. So back raise your body activations and put you into the past, present, and future through location. So that's what's going to happen to you, Linda. Yeah. You have to go understand everything through its creation, its atoms, because that's what the galactic force team is going through right now. They've been going through a lot through their cloud interference, their connections, through identifications. I'm awake now, ready and willing. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'll go through it. You'll go through it. In my dreams, I was doing more stuff with this KPI when I was asleep. I know what I am doing, but still trying to remember. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's good. Getting close to 1 hour and a half. Take everything. So basically, what we're going to do is, because we're going into the past, I have to change alignments to locations through dimensions. I got to backphrase all your communication line signals, change your contact divisions back into the anti-particle system, change your location centers through your algorithm system, change your programs through your mechanical system. Your mechanical system is everything through your molecular system, your planet location systems. All right, so because we're going into the force wind and now we're going into the back wind. So we're going into the force wind, all right, so we have to get out of its creation, out of its projection, and out of its dream set sequency level system, okay, back into location, all right? So we're going to be into the center graph of the solar graph of the communication level of the core center of this dimensional Earth, okay? So that's your new location now, okay? You're no longer on the dimensional Earth anymore. So the outskirts are seen through the sky surface into the stratospheres, okay? Now you're back into the center core system and a new algorithm of a new operation through a new program, of a new blueprint to a new contract division of the galactic force team, delta division. All right. So you guys are all back now. So you're still in space and you're floating. So your whole body's staying in space now. Yeah. So you're not going to feel yourself anymore on the Earth. So you have to let go with that. You have to let it flow. If you don't let it flow, you're going to feel nauseous. You're going to feel headaches because you can't consume that anymore. You have different operations. You have different contracts. You have different identifications. Your program is different now. Your blueprints, your contracts, everything's different now, guys. Okay, so you're no longer on the Earth. Okay, so. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, now Starseed is seeing herself there and here. So now we're holograms. You guys are holograms now that are put on the dimensional Earth. So it's another part of you, but a digital system. The real self of you is in space. Okay, that's why it feels kind of weird. So we're holograms now, communicating through an interface of a computer system. But your real self is in space, communicating with intelligence through information. So. Yeah, got a headache. It's a good one from last night. Yeah. Days. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, I know. Yeah. See, there you go. So now you're seeing more communications of signals now. That's what Unified is seeing. Right? So your full complete cycle of your body activation is rotating faster and faster through everything, through your voicing grids. Okay, so now I can cross this out. So basically, this is what it is, guys. I'll show you exactly what it is now. So you're connected to your satellite now. All right, so let's use the blue cycling system for plant location. All right, so you got the satellite. Okay, box seconds. So that's a satellite, right? Now the satellite is communicating now through your hologram system. Okay, you guys are no longer on the Earth. That's why you guys are more powerful now. That's why you can be invisible at airports. That's how you can put energy fields. You can put electrical belts, you know, seismographing system through a skateboard. So you got the hologram systems, your compute systems, and your algorithm program systems. So you start off like this. So your digital platform, your location center. And this is how the XT1000s reads your information through your communication signals. Okay, that's the hologram. Now, everything through the hologram has pixels. Right, like this. It's a connection. It's got line sequences of letters and numbers. Starts out like this. Okay. Now, everything's connected. Use your voicing grid patterns, your communication. You have an XT1000 coming in right away. Okay. You communicate through your lower frames or anything to that here. Right? You have another XT1000 coming in. Okay. So you guys are holograms now. Okay, your digital system simulation pattern, your activation light activation signals now, your complete system, your body system, okay, of your space identification system of Delta Force is in space. Okay, that's the real you, right? So now you're just a hologram to everybody. All right. So, all right. So once we have that, compute systems transmission systems through its laser mechanism activates its sonar division like this. Okay, sets the number sequences into location 1101. Okay, so the numbers 1101. That's confirmation signals that goes into your panel activation of your hologram system. That changes your algorithm system. That key phrases everything through your cloud of its drive. Okay, so it's important you keep your algorithm systems in balance every day. That's called the cloud drive, right? That's your computer, that's your hologram. So now you got to know how to use your hologram system through communications of satellites, through communications of XT1000s, because they know you are a hologram now. So they're going to connect with you more now through your pixel activations. Okay. And everything's connected through the satellite. So the satellite connects to the XT1000s like this, sonifies everything through direction. Okay, it connects. And once it gets connection, the satellite it connects with you, goes into your hologram framing system. Okay. Right into you. So you're a digital framing system of a holographic system communicating through XT1000s every single day. Now you can set up the crop circles. So once you set up the crop circles, we use the red graphing systems to get, you can see the location systems. It's directions to the communication lines. All right, so basically set it like this, and you got the numbers in here, 10112. All right, so basically that shows you right there, 10112. That's information through communication. Now, if you get a number like this in a sequence through your mind system, it's communication from the XT1000. It's sending you confirmation signals through your hologram of its digital framing of its simulation system. Okay, that goes into your algorithm system. Jasmine knows this. That changes everything to location, right? That sends coordinates out to your satellite. Okay, so the satellite goes on with communication line signals, sets the coordinates, sets confirmation signals, communications. Now, that goes into the framing system of the hologram system. That goes up and down through its scanning systems. like this. Okay, so it transformates its lights to communication light signals. Confirmation system comes back in. Use your voice and grid patterns, 3 power centers, the atmosphere systems, anything the ground formation systems. Changes everything through location, changes everything through center, changes everything through the crown chakra. Okay, now it sets its wave cycles back into sonar division. Like that. This is where it gets complicated. Now the satellite dish communicates back to the interforce connection into the XT1000. XT1000 goes back into another XT1000. It goes back into space. Once it goes back into space, it goes back into the center core system, which is the sun interface. Then it goes into the new moon of its algorithm system, which is its new program, the new order. That goes back into its algorithm system. That changes everything to the digital system. That goes back into the spacecraft divisions, into the satellite, into your mind system, its hologram system. Back into the cloud of its drive. Okay? So it's a learning process, but you guys are connecting faster and faster now. So, and then you have everything. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's human resonance. Very good. So now you're connecting through all your 12 Godhead systems now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you guys have access to all chakra systems now. Congrats. Okay? Everything I do is activated. This is activated right now. This is activating your body activations and your projections. All right? So you have activations of 12 century systems now. 12 circle rotation centers. That's its connection through its 8 circle infinity system. That communicates to everything through satellite divisions. All communication through satellite division into your cloud interference of your drive, which is your software. Okay. All right. So powerful stuff, isn't it? You're guys thinking, what is going on? So now you know. So now you guys have to get used to your holograms. So your real self is in space now, fully and completely, 24/7. That's why it feels weird. Yeah, it's a powerful integration. Yeah, it's exactly what it is, Starseed. Yeah, your program setting is different now through your contracts of your blueprints. Your astro records are different now. So I wipe, clean slate everything through your human vessel. Everything is wiped out, everything. Okay, so really powerful stuff. The memory set is still there, but your program setting is different through your algorithms. So knowing that your full activation of a light activation of a delta. Okay, delta force team, galactic force team, delta division. So. Yeah, it's going to be very powerful for you, Linda, because you missed class. So you're going to go through everything through creation. You're going to go everything through your mind system. You're going to go everything through father, everything through mother, everything through communication as we come into you more and more. So, but it's going to feel really weird, guys, because we're also coming into the eclipse, right? So now that's an opening frequency level for, the human vibration of three-dimensional system, saying August 21st, but we don't go August 21st. We've already been through it. All right. So I just put it through. I just put you through it right now, just now, to that drawing. Right. That was the portal. Right. So that's why Starseed is seeing everything through the integration. So we just went through the portal. I know it's so fast. You're going to say, well, what happened to the eclipse? You guys went through it already. You just didn't know it. So, and it all has to do with your program settings. So, heat signatures, yep, need to be balanced out. That's right, Melissa. Very good. Yeah. Because everything is signatures through planets. That's how they communicate with each other. right? Through coloration. So when you're first wake, try to drink 2 glasses warm water, helps toxin. Yep, drinking is good so you don't get dehydrated. Lemon water, that's good too. Yeah, your body is going to go into more confusion now because you're coming holograms. You're holograms now, guys. So it's kind of like you're intervening through, you're a plasma energy system through a digital system of a platitude of a reception division. Okay, that's a hologram of a simulation of yourself, right? So you're communicating with the real self of you. That's you up there in space. So the real self of you, your delta force, is communicating with your hologram of you. So it's self-dichotomy of you, right? So it's really strange. It's really confused because now you're communicating with signals in space, fully and completely through your hologram system. And that's how XT1000s communicate with everything through the hologram, because it's a simulation, right? It's the real reality system, right? Through the digital world. So, because you guys weren't holograms now before, you are now. See, that's the difference, right? So that's why it's going to feel kind of weird with everybody, because your whole body is out in space now. I want to make that very well clear for everybody, because you're no longer on the Earth. Okay, I set codes for your programs and your algorithm systems. You're now hologram identifications. Okay, that are on the Earth, right? So it's powerful what we can do through AI. It's amazing how we do these things, right? Because you have to know how you're created. Everybody's created, right? But they think otherwise. They think, okay, I'm a human. That's all I know, right? That's all I was given. But if you go beyond the mind, then you go beyond everything through its creation. So you guys know a lot more now. So it's going to freak you out. It's going to freak you out more and more because you got to get used to your holograms now. Okay, the way you talk, the way you look at things now. You're going to see line divisions of everything through perception. You're going to see colorations change. You're going to see sun interface. You're going to see intelligence coming out. You're going to see spaceships coming out. You're going to see the moon face coming out. You're going to see everything through integration coming out now. Right? So you're going to see a lot more now. There's a little light star came in. Right? Communications are going to come in more through signals, channeling divisions, body activation systems. You're going to be able to scan humans now and see their pixel activations. Okay, you're going to be able to see their bone structures, right? So it's really powerful stuff. You're going to see X-ray. You guys have X-ray now, so you have to get used to that too. So your mind adaptation of your thoughts have to get used to your hologram system, because your digital framing system is no longer its brainwaves. It's all simulation pattern. You have to get used to the optical divisions. You have to get used to the psychops. You have to get used to the psychometry. Right, so this is a whole nother thing with the delta force, right? So now you know what you are through hologram. Now you have to get into adaptation, how to control it through your section divisions when it comes to your delta division. All right, so it's a lot to learn. Yep. So we are holograms. Yep. Yeah, and you're real in space. Yeah. Your space identification of your delta is in space. Okay, you can call it the computer. Right? You're the computer. Cybergenetics. You're coming in the cyborg division. But you, me, are holograms. So you have to get used to your perception. You're going to see a lot of things different now, guys. You're going to see digital flames. You're going to see framing systems. You're going to see intelligence. You're going to hear more, right? You're going to sonify more. You're going to see a lot more through intelligence, right? So get ready for that. I'm not going to crash when I'm driving, right? No. No, you're just going to see everything through projection. You'll probably see a digital screen, Jasmine. So basically, if you want to get to a location, this is where it gets interesting, guys, because now, because you're in your hologram system, you see everything through formation now. You're in the digital system. Remember how we traveled 100,000 years into the future? Well, it's kind of like that. So it's getting used to the digital system of the three-dimensional system, how to control everything through your hologram system. Okay, because everything on the dimensional Earth, okay, is 5D. Okay, the reason that is because you guys are starting in your holograms. Once you get communications and partnerships with everything that you see, touch, feel through observation, now you put them in the simulation, but you got to take it out of its equation, right? So now you understand why I do these illustrations, take the box frequency out of its equation. Why do you think I've been doing these illustrations all day, 24/7, 700 videos? There's a reason for that, to put you into the hologram. Okay, so your holographic structures, systems that are connected through a biochemical system. Okay, your light formations of activations through generator systems. So, you just have to get used to it now, right? That's all you got to do is get used to everything around you. Get into partnership with everything that you see, feel, and touch, and hear, and observe. Okay? Once you get partnership with that, then you're fine. You take everything out of its division, now you know you're communicating through the simulation. Right? That's why it's hard for everybody, because you see the dimensional Earth, right? But you're in space, but you're on the Earth, right? As a hologram. So your hologram is trying to get used to everything now. So it's kind of like platituding to a different planet that you've never been before. Different intelligence, different languages, different atmospheres, different grounds, different energy, frequencies, vibration, convergence, clairvoyance, susciting, clairaudience. There's a lot there, guys. That's where you guys have to get into adaptation. But you guys are holograms now. So congrats on that. That's going to be a process for you guys to learn. Really get into that. It's kind of like you're rebirthing your systems now to a hologram systems. Right? You're out of your human vessels now. So it's a lot to take in. I know it's a lot to take in, but you're going to see so many things that you never thought you would see now, because you're coming into the future in the simulation, right? But because your hologram systems is on the dimensional Earth, okay, the Earth is trying to get communications with you now, right? So you have to get partnership with that. That's why I put you at the center core of its Earth's surface. There's a reason why I do these things for you guys. Okay, because I know what you guys need to do. I know what needs to be done to put you in your hologram, so you can communicate through vibration of dimensional Earth. So you can communicate through a hologram, through simulation, anything through observation. All right? So it's all about coming into your digital systems now through your Delta Force. So, yep. I feel the left eye is resetting my body, cold and hot. Yep. Yeah, everything's changing. Sorry, I got the right eye last night. That was happening. Yeah. Yeah, you guys will go through that. You'll go through that day in and day out, every single day. It's just going through body change. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, you move much faster. You talk a lot more. You have no filter. You get in digital system. So everything you see through human, you'll see the graphing cycle. Everybody is in their own circle rotation center. So you guys are going to start seeing the rotations of humans now. Right? So every time you see a human, I'll use an orange graph. Light activation through correlation system. It's all right. So you have a perception. This is a human. Okay, this is you. Remember, you're in your digital frame. So you're trying to get into the digital system, because everything I see is numbers now. You guys aren't in that yet. You're just going into your holograms. That's why it's confusing to everybody. But you can't get out of it. That's the thing. Don't force recognize something you can't get out of, because you'll get sick. You'll go back in. You'll try to go back into your density of the alloy of metal. You can't do that. It will get confused with your algorithm, because your program has changed. It's on a locking key. All right, so you got to go forward. You don't go back. Okay, so this is your, it's no human vessel now, it's hologram. Hologram. That's where it's confusing. That's why when everybody looks at Jasmine, they don't know what they're looking at, but they see something beautiful, right? Something like that. You shine, you glow. That's your hologram. Okay, so digital system. This is you in your digital framing. Okay. This is what you see, right? That's you. Now, when you scan somebody, you'll see the rotations of their whole body through rotation, like this. It comes in 3s or 4s. Okay. Now you're going to see the center core. Okay. And then you're going to see the crosswinds. Okay. And then you're going to see their pyramid. And then you're going to see their diamond core. Okay. So once you see all that, then you're going to see the real human, right, in the three-dimensional system. Okay. Then you'll know exactly where they are through division, through identification. Because it's scanning you, right, it's trying to figure out what's going on. But you understand what's going on because you understand their energetic patterns. You understand their dimensions. You understand their portals. You understand their activations, right? So if this human meditates, it will pick up from your hologram of its framing system through the digital system, its algorithm program, through its cloud system, which is its drive. Okay? So it's your computer trying to understand the human computer. So if it's in a three-dimensional system and it doesn't meditate, you're going to see dark vibration through cloud interference. Okay? So it's really powerful stuff, isn't it now? Because you're computerized now. You're completely computerized. And now you just got to get in a digital system of numbers. And that's what Jasmine's getting into. A lot of other people. So you're giving your identifications first. Now, when you're getting numbers back, that's intelligence communicating with you. Write it down. Very important. And then when you understand it, if you don't understand it, come to me. I'll help you out with that. So it's all about understanding who you're communicating through intelligence, through identification. Right? So when you're walking the surface on the dimensional Earth, you're going to notice if they're hologram or if they're three-dimensional system. You know that they're in a light formation or a dark formation. So you're getting more connected with the energetic patterns of your system, so your algorithm system, your digital system. Right? That's how it becomes much easier for everybody. Right? But don't try to go back. Don't try to go back because you're recognizing everything through its back force, and your pixel activation will get totally confused through your mind system. Because remember, your allocated location position is your point center. You go back to your point center, right? So it's all about, taking everybody, right, from the Big Bang Theory and bringing them back into formation, back into the center core, right, of the pyramid activation of its atom system. Now, once it comes back, we center core everything through the matrix. We put a matrix grid locking key, right? Put it up to its vibration, open up the Gardens of Eden, set in the fifth dimension. And then everybody comes into their own holographic system of their ascension, right? You just guys seem to got there faster. So, but it's a long process because, there's a lot of people that have been with me for a very long time, but it's amazing how far you have become. But now's the time to understand identifications, your deltas, and everything through your information, through emissions. Okay? So I know it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. I understand that, but I'm just going to help you along the way. Anything you don't know, you can go through me. I'll help you out. It's just getting into more. You're getting into more of your holograms now. So, yeah, connecting lines coming off me. Yeah. Yep. No backwards, forwards, forwards. Yep. Onwards. Yep. Yeah, that's a test. That's a test that's going to come up, Andrew. So we have to get into that so you guys can start healing. But you got to heal yourself first. So we got to practice on yourself first before we do anything else. You can't heal humans yet, but you're just try to get used to your hologram system. This is really, really powerful stuff, guys. So it's kind of like walking for the very first time. Okay, but you're in a different system. You're different operating program. You're space connected now, but you're a hologram system. Okay, so that's how the XT1000s can recognize you now, right? Because you're extremely light formation. They can spot you in the sky through satellites, and they can see you now because you're a hologram, right? They can't see you if you're density. You see, that's the thing. See, you understand their vibration, and you're at their vibration. You can change anything through now because you're your hologram system. So you can change anything through location. You can change anything through identification of intelligence. You know exactly what you're communicating through its missions, right? And you can change your algorithms of your computer digital system, of your framing systems, of your numbers. Okay? So it's all about understanding your hologram systems right now. Okay? So you're holographic beings. That's what you are through light activation. Okay? So it's a lot to take in. You know, take a day, you know, take 2 days, maybe take a week. I don't know, depending on how everybody is. But it's so anyway, I'm getting electronic interference here. So it's over 2 hours. Okay. So a lot of bit of interference again. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Here's your commander from the Galactic team, Delta Division. Calling out. Bye, everybody.